channel.
You know what time it is, No Press Fam. Welcome all to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where we take multitudes of characters from across many universes and have them battle it out. I am your gracious host, Class, and if you enjoy our content, share, like, subscribe, and become a No Press Fan member. We put out new episodes every week. Also, if you want to learn about origins or abilities, check out our playlist titled Brief Origins or BAF. With introduction said, let's get down to the beating. In this corner, representing the Mortal Kombat video game franchise, from Earthrealm, Jax Briggs. Alright, let's get down to the endgame. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. When it comes to distance, the man clearly has the upper hand, as he's the only one out of the two who possesses weapons. Use any of his firepower on him, and the game is over right off the jump. However, even without weapons, Jax is still a formidable foe. He can make the ground disruptive around your feet, causing a sort of shock or earthquake. He has heat in those fists that can shoot projectiles at you. His arm, even on occasion, came with missiles and such, so ending it quickly is always a possibility. He's a tad faster given his less weight over the big man, but doesn't mean weakness. It actually means Jax can keep the big man from hitting him given the extra speed and can deliver more hits thanks to quick maneuver over massive shots. Up close still can go either way, but let's make the case for the boy. His arms are made of metal and robotics, which means there's a chance he may be able to overpower the big fella in a grappling dance. He could probably toss him or use his signature move, which requires some serious upper torso strength to pull, as he carries the weight of an entire person. Zangief, hopefully I said his name right, is a massive dude, but Jax is no small fry either. He may have what it takes to deliver his move, given Jax was already strong before the metal arm. His fist can put the hurting on anyone, and combined with metal, it's almost like getting beaten with a pair of brass knuckles, only it's not knuckles more than it is an entire fist pummeling your face into ketchup. At times, Zangief's head seems to be a weakness, as most of his other body seems to be impossible to almost do damage to. So his entire body is pretty hard to kind of do any kind of dent, but the head is usually where you want to go. Focusing on the head, Jax has the hammer for an arm to nail him hard enough for a KO. Keep the fight at a moving pace. Zangief is mostly known for strength, not cardio, so a fight requiring non-stop movement might provide greater odds to Jax. His arms can be used for shielding most of Zangief's strikes. He has wrestling technique he mastered himself, which should help against the Russian wrestler's master himself. His military background will always be an extra helping hand, as more technique means more ways to deliver a finishing move. To really get the win, and based on his military experience, I believe this is how it could play out. Jax starts the fight with using his distance to his favor, creating ground-shaking moves to keep big man off his feet, or to buy some time to pull out a projectile attack. A few shots of that delivered to the head a few times, and then rush right for a close-up sprawl, using his smaller stature to dodge heavy man swings and deliver big shots to certain parts of the body using his incredible metal arms strength. Finish him off with a few more shots to the head, and then deliver several superplexes to really hammer on the head, and then nail him once more with a flying fist to the face, and out goes Zangief and Jax for the W. Alright, now on this corner, representing the Street Fighter video game franchise, Mother Russia's own Zangief. Alright, let's talk about the endgame. Metal arms or not, Zangief still displays incredible strength, and even with strong material on his opponent's side, the man still is a force to be reckoned with. He is so strong, at one point a blade was attempted to penetrate his body and end him, but his huge biceps wouldn't allow the blade to pierce anything. You clearly can't force this man into a piercing. He would just break the needle or piercing gun. Anyways, back to it. His massive muscles are hard to break through, so a very sharp blade designed to stab in his skin couldn't do so easily. The man couldn't. It could be said that Jax's arms wouldn't do that much damage. You probably think this would be an easy fight given Jax has metal arms and isn't that much smaller than Zangief, but you would be wrong. The best examples of that is when he faces martial artists he has fought over the years, along with unusual creatures. And to point out as well, the martial artists possess powers beyond any normal human would have. Hadouken. So all that should indicate Zangief can handle himself against anyone who might have a special trick up under their sleeve. There might be a chance where Jax attempts to deliver a thunderous hit to the chest of Zangief, and the big Russian fella might just make his muscles more denser, damaging Jax's arm, and with that grant Zangief a chance to finish him or take advantage of an opening in some way. He's known as one of the best wrestlers in Russia, making him his skills top notch. I bring this up because of Jax's record of wrestling being one of his go-to fighting styles when facing opponents. Zangief, or the Red Cyclone if you want to call him, has the potential to out-wrestle Jax in a straight-up technique-style battle, which also means he may be able to put him to sleep, as wrestling does come with its own set of sleeper holds, and a KO is a KO no matter how you spin it. Alright, for certain, Zangief will make Jax feel his power through his fists and other forms of fighting styles, like one where he spins his whole body using his arms as bats and swinging towards his opponents with full force. That one alone would give Jax some trouble when it comes to getting up right away. And if he delivers a spinning pile driver, another chance to get the wind knocked out of him, and will need time to adjust. His odds of winning, his best odds of winning is keeping the fight real close. So that way Jax can't throw too much of a force onto Zangief. As usually when striking an opponent, the best way to deliver a serious hit is having your arms cocked back a little and then throwing the arm with enough force to nail a good hit. Without the space, harder to do. Also, greater chances are for him to attempt to break at least one of those arms off of Jax, which Red Cyclone aka Zangief has the strength to pull off. Wildcard: if the fight took place in a cold environment like Russia or Antarctica, this favors Zangief more, and not because he's from Russia. No, it's because he has trained in rigorous blazing cold. To step his game up, he went to train in the coldest parts of the world, taking on polar bears for sports. And when he finally learned his signature move, he decided to come back with his newfound power. Place them somewhere icy cold, and Jax's metal arms might begin to malfunction or freeze because of the low drop in temperature, while Zangief would have the time of his life, finding all sorts of ways to finish Jax once and for all, and granting him that much deserved W. But as always, no press spam. It's not up to me, it's up to you guys. So if you liked either one of my arguments, you know what you can do. You can hashtag Zangief, or you can hashtag Jax. And if you feel I missed a point for either character, feel free to leave it in the comments. Just be respectful. And as always, no press spam. We really appreciate you guys keeping it 700 subs. Peace. Shout out to all my content supporters. Not working together, but we like to give credit where credit is due. Ivan the Unstoppable for all the knowledge of comic feats. Watch Mojo for origins and for all the background videos. Comic Historian, Comics Explained, and Key Issues. Go ahead and check them out and tap into the world of comics by supporting other creators. Link to channels will be in the description below.